4, 3, 2, 1.
CTS PC.
Episode 29. I think we figured this out, the acronym out.
But I think I did the acronym wrong in the CTS podcast.
Frankly,
I think I did it wrong. I think we have to redo that episode.
Okay, I'll just record a voiceover. Okay, so big week for superhero fans. Not that big a week. Venom 2 came out. We saw that.
Venom.
Personally,
like Venom.
my rating,
Venom.
no Eminem song where he just repeats Carnage over and over again. 2 out of 10.
Okay. What's your actual rating?
Just like average. So whatever on a scale, whatever you consider average, probably like I'd say 6 is average.
Whoa,
maybe 7.
Really?
6 or 7. That's 6 is probably harsh based on how I've previously rated stuff. Like on par with Black Widow.
Yeah,
for me.
think I gave Black Widow a 7.
Yeah, it was the action I thought was cool when it was there. Like I thought like the motion capture stuff that Andy Serkis did was really good. But yeah, it was pretty short.
Yeah, it was pretty short. I thought it was okay. I mean, the fact that we left the movie and the post-credit scene was pretty much the only thing we took away is probably indication enough of the movie.
Yeah, that's true.
No, it was good. I like Tom Hardy as an actor.
Yeah, he was good. I saw somebody. It was like their review of it was that the first Venom was better because only Tom Hardy was like treating it as like the buddy cop like type thing.
Yeah.
Whereas in the second one, like everybody kind of treats it like that.
Yeah.
And so it's not as good, which I don't know if I'd agree with that.
I did think the first one was better. But
yeah, I can't even. I'd probably rate them about the same. But post-credit scene of the second one, significantly better.
Yeah, it was crazy. So for those who haven't seen the movie, don't listen to this.
Tune out now. This should be like a week out, so I think we should be good. I've already seen it spoiled so many times on like YouTube thumbnails and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So we saw Spider-Man.
The MCU Spider-Man.
Tom Holland.
They're like Venom and Eddie Brock. I guess they're the same person kind of thing. They're sitting there. All of a sudden, everything goes like crazy, glitchy, like into the Spider-Verse type thing. And now, like the room, everything around them changes. And on the TV, we've got like it's from the like Far From Home post-credit scene. It's almost like the exact same thing where J. Jonah Jameson with the Daily Bugle is announcing that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. And then it's like, whoa, like they're in the MCU now.
Yeah, so it'll be canonized. Or maybe it won't. Maybe, can you imagine if Sony just did their own Spider-Man movie? And they did like Spider-Man Venom.
Spider-Venom.
Spider-Venom.
He's got to be in Far From, or No Way Home now,
You
right?
think Venom's going to be?
Oh, positive. I think they're doing Sinister Six.
So you think Venom will be one of the bad guys?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So how are they?
Don't.
But we just talked about this last night, and you said, I don't ever think they're going to make Venom a bad guy. And I said,
didn't say that.
I think they will. And you were like, no. Why in the world would they make him a good guy for 2 movies if they're just going to make him a bad guy?
I don't like the idea.
And then you said, Jace, I hate you and all of your ideas, and you're an idiot.
Okay, that part I did say. But, no. I don't like the idea that they're going to make him a bad guy, but I think they kind of have to. Because they're bringing in, right, like Doc Ock we've seen in the trailer. Electro we know is going to be in it. Like Sandman, that dude is going to be in it. I think Michael Keaton's going to be in it as Vulture. And then like Venom, and then who's the last one? It was like the Scorpion dude that they teased in the post-credit scene of one of the movies.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think they'll do that, which I stand by it. I think is kind of dumb that they've spent 2 Venom movies building them up as like kind of good guys. only for him to go, ooh, Peter Parker, like, I don't like Spider-Man.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
think
get
they'll
him.
do that. I think Peter Parker's gonna mess something up. He's gonna kill Venom's ex or
Venom's ex, but they're in a different universe. How could Peter Parker do anything to Eddie Brock that I don't know, but we'll see.
Yeah, you don't know. So don't sit here and virtue signal whenever I throw out a hypothetical.
That's
okay.
kind of just a buzzword you're just throwing out there. Virtue. I don't think virtue signaling applies
You're
to
virtue
this situation.
You're virtue
at all.
signaling against my hypotheticals, and it's really cringe. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, but post-credit scene, that was crazy. Interesting. Our last 2 superhero movies, we've had some interesting theater experiences.
Yeah.
This one not quite as weird, but we did get a nice like almost like a baseball game type cheer.
Not even a cheer. It was a scream.
Yeah.
He was
just
he
some
wasn't
dude
yelling.
just
he was
screaming, "Yeah, let's go, Spider-Man!" Freaking out at the end.
It was just
that was
really
interesting.
kind of cringe, out of place, and uncommon.
I'm like all for it, or not all for it, but like I don't mind it if it's like Avengers Endgame when people were cheering. I was like, cool.
But he was the only one.
Yeah,
And it's
when
Venom 2.
When it's Venom 2, an Eminem song was playing. It was just a weird place to scream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to each their own, I suppose. Maybe Venom's his favorite superhero.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess it would be Spider-Man because he was freaking out over Spider-Man.
Yeah. So
But people whose favorite superhero is Spider-Man usually like love Spider-Man way more than everyone else. Have you ever noticed that? Like,
yeah. No,
I've
I
always
agree.
noticed when you ask someone who's your favorite superhero, they're like Spider-Man. I was like, oh, okay. And he was like, all of them are like, I love Spider-Man.
And then they're
they love
talking
him.
for like 6 hours, and you're like, oh,
They love
stop.
Spider-Man way more than everyone else.
Yeah, very odd.
Which is weird. I've never liked Spider-Man that much. He's cool, but he ain't that cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
I like Venom more than Spider-Man.
Yeah. Okay. On to Star Wars Visions. Just the first episode, because that's what Jason's watched.
OMG.
Not to throw him under the bus or anything, but we will only be talking about
The Duel. The Duel.
How'd you like it?
It was cool. I liked the art style.
Yeah.
I heard the second episode was terrible, so I'm just going to skip it all.
Yeah. The second episode was like, it was just a weird transition from like The Duel that's this cool, like, black and white samurai story, like whatever. It's like the second one follows like some rock band in like almost like Pokemon animation style, like very like bubbly, and not Pokemon anime. That was a bad comparison, but I don't know what to compare it to. But yeah, definitely very
Bakugan.
different.
Do
No,
you remember Bakugan?
I had a lot of Bakugans.
Me too.
Yeah,
I had some good ones.
I was a
too.
big Bakugan fan.
What about Beyblade? Did you ever?
I never did Beyblade.
I don't think I ever did Beyblade. I think I had like 1 or 2.
Yeah, I was more Pokemon, Bakugan, Match Attacks. You ever hear of those? That was something I picked up in Singapore.
What about Yu-Gi-Oh?
Soccer
Did you ever do
playing.
Yu-Gi-Oh?
No.
Yeah.
Pokemon I was always a Pokemon purist. Everything else felt pretty not as good.
Interesting. I was the same way. I loved Pokemon way more than anything else.
Yeah. But Star Wars Visions first episode, would you watch like a full series like about that guy
I think I probably
in that
would.
art style?
I think I probably would.
I think I would enjoy it.
Yeah, I think I'd like it.
I do think that they did the thing like kind of the Netflix release model where they released everything all at once.
Yeah.
I think that hurt the show
You think?
because no one was talking about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
that's
I
true.
saw like 2 YouTube videos, people were talking about it, and then it was done. No one's saying anything. Whereas like even What If, that is not like universally loved. Like people are getting more on board with it the last few episodes. People are liking it better. But
Yeah.
it still gets way more buzz every week than that Star Wars Visions. So
Yeah, and I've seen a few of the what ifs. It was okay. It's okay. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan, but
the last episode's pretty cool. You might not be a fan because I thought you'd like the Doctor Strange episode, but
episode was fine.
I thought it was like actively good though,
Um,
not just fine.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Yeah.
good. The last episode was pretty cool. It's like, what if Ultron won? Is basically
Is
the
this
premise.
the one I only saw a clip on TikTok and Ultron cuts Thanos in
Yeah.
half?
People were so mad about that.
Yeah, they were like, why didn't he do that?
Or like, yeah, like why didn't he do that in Infinity
It
War?
is a good point. Like,
Is it really?
why didn't he do that in
I just think
Infinity War?
I think-
Infinity War.
I just don't think Vision was like as much of a killer as like Ultron was. 'Cause if you watch the show, like Thanos like steps out of the portal, and like half a second later, like Ultra Vision just chops him in half. So I think it was a little bit of like he caught him by surprise, and he's like just more of a killer. Like Vision's first instinct, from what we know about Vision, wouldn't be to like somebody he's never heard of randomly shows up and he just slices him in half. Whereas Ultron's like entire thing was, I'm gonna kill everybody.
Yeah.
So like I don't know, it didn't bug me that much, but I thought it was a pretty cool episode, and it also hints at a little bit at What If being a little bit less of an anthology series and more something that like has like some linked stories that will come together in the finale, which was
Spoiler
kind of
alert.
cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna give you that one. It's been
Why?
like
Why not?
a week.
Why
It's
not?
been like a week.
That's so
But
rude.
yeah. So I like that. Jace hasn't watched What If. Eek. Did you hear that Andor wrapped? We haven't even talked about Andor.
Obi-Wan rap too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said we can talk about Andor first.
Yeah.
I don't know. It should be good. I heard we might see Obi-Wan in that.
I bet we could. Not Pedro Pascal, that's Mando. Diego Luna, the guy that plays Andor, Cassian Andor. He said like there's a lot of familiar faces that'll show up.
Maybe Ahsoka, Obi-Wan,
That'd be crazy if Ahsoka and
Boba Fett,
Obi-Wan,
maybe.
like, I guess Ahsoka and Obi-Wan know each other.
Yeah.
Right, from the Clone Wars, obviously. So,
Yeah.
but I guess he just assumed she died. And do we ever get an explanation as to why why they don't reconnect?
Ahsoka and Obi-Wan?
Yeah. Is it just Obi-Wan goes into hiding and Ahsoka?
Well, yeah, Obi-Wan was never involved with like the resistance after the fall of the Republic, right? He was always in Tatooine.
Yeah.
He was never involved, like, same with Yoda, right? I mean,
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I'm excited for that one. It's going to be a crazy 2022 for Star Wars content because Andor, Obi-Wan, I bet we'll get a season 2 of, or I bet we'll get more Vision stuff.
well,
Probably.
we got a release date for the Book of Boba Fett too.
What was it, like December 26th or
7th.
7th? Something like that. That's this
Or maybe
year,
it is
though.
the 9th.
That's this year, though,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah, so it's going to be a pretty nuts year for
Yeah.
Star Wars stuff.
yeah.
We've already talked extensively about what we're
Nuts.
looking forward
Plus,
to.
Stranger Things season 4 next year. The Batman.
Yeah.
Wait, do you like Stranger Things?
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. This season from that trailer they showed, it looks like it's
Looks
going to
cool,
be like
like a haunted
different, like kind of
house.
nuts. Yeah, like a little more like paranormal, like scary stuff, which is
Should
which
be
is fun. I don't know. The last season I liked, but it was kind of just felt like more of the same, where they're fighting like big scary monster from like other dimension.
Yeah,
Where-
and the Russians.
That was weird. That was a weird subplot. That,
The
like,
Russians.
which like I guess makes sense. Like you're doing the 80s, like you've got to
Cold
like
War.
do Cold War stuff. But yeah, it was a little funny that like all of a sudden there was like this Russian base. Yeah, so that should be good. I can't even think of. I'm sure there's a million other things we're forgetting. We're only 3 weeks out from Dune coming out. Yep. I think it's the 20th actually, so slightly less than 3 weeks. I'm stoked for that.
Go see that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so excited for that. I hope
Dude,
it's good, and I've heard good things.
There's some good scary movies coming out too. I'm excited for. Should be a pretty good month this month for movies. I've been meaning to get the Regal card. It's like $10 a month.
Like
you can go as many times as, or you can go 4 times a month, and it's $10.
Like their competition for like Movie Pass, but
yeah.
Movie Pass is dead.
Yeah. Was it you that was telling me that like Movie Pass was creating changing passwords?
Movie Pass
people?
was like, because they were getting just slaughtered by people going to so many movies. So like the highest like usage people, they were going in and changing their passwords so they couldn't get into their account.
Dang.
Which is nuts. But
I feel like that'd be illegal.
It is, but they went like bankrupt before they could get sued.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it did though, like kind of force that change in the movie industry. Now all those theaters have their like subscription-based model.
Some are way better than others. Like Regal's is 4 times a month, but like Century is $10. You get to see one movie a month.
Yeah,
and
Century's
like
is bad.
10% off.
AMC's is good, but we don't have any AMC's here.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know any of the other ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, Century's is bad. It's so bad.
$10
like
a month
Cinemark,
for one ticket?
and you get like, and it's like something crazy like 5% off refreshments.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, that's not worth
Regal's
it.
is 4 movies and 20% off. It's pretty good. 20% off at a movie theater? That's like $2 off a drink or popcorn.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, we'll have to go see those. It's nice that I forgot, like you kind of forgot, or at least I did during the pandemic, like going to a movie theater, like how kind of different that experience is, like being with, like in the group. It is pretty different than just sitting at home watching.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Watching the movie
it's way
on your
more
own.
fun. I love going to movies. I think it's so fun.
Yeah. I'm a little concerned about Dune that it's not going to do as well as it should, because people are going to like get bored, because it's like a pretty heavy like story and like pretty meaty on like the like lore, and there's going to be a lot of exposition and all that stuff, and I'm sure people.
Oh no, Lord of the Rings did well in theaters, and Lord of the Rings is very lore-y.
Not the movies as much though.
The movies did pretty good, I'm pretty sure. The Lord of the Rings series?
No, the movies did good, but aren't super like heavy lore wise. Like,
you're saying the movies will have a lot of lore?
That's what I've heard is from like some early reviews, because it's already opened like in a bunch of different countries. Like it opened in France like September 20th. Like a full month before it came out here.
Endgame came out a week early when I saw it. I saw it a week before everyone else.
Yeah. I don't get why that is a thing. That's weird to me.
It is weird, isn't it?
But yeah, and some of the only complaints I've seen about it, people really like it, but is there like, it's a little bit inaccessible for like people who haven't read the book or like know kind of what's going on already.
I haven't read the book, and I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, I'm think it'll be good. The cast is nuts. The cast is insane.
Way nuts.
How like just loaded it is.
I wonder how much they spent on it. The movie.
I don't know.
It's got to be a lot. They have a high ticket or a high.
The only thing is, I don't know that they have a lot of people that are like charging a ton. Like they don't have a lot of like Robert Downey Jr.'s or like Scarlett Johansson, like people that are like getting paid just bank for every movie they do. They have a lot of people that are like maybe the next tier down. Like everybody in it is like that next tier down where maybe they're not getting paid quite as much. Because I think I saw the budget and it wasn't anything. It was only like $200 million.
Yeah, I mean, who would you classify as like the highest ticket actors? Like Leo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt,
Like
Scarlett Johansson.
Robert Downey Jr. I would even like Chris Evans, I think.
Really?
I'd put up there.
Wow.
Basically anybody that like the original Avengers besides like Jeremy Renner.
And Hulk.
And Mark Ruffalo. And then people like DiCaprio, Brad Pitt.
Do you think Benedict Cumberbatch is in that sphere?
No.
Really?
I don't think so.
I don't know. He's pretty famous, dude. He's done a lot.
Yeah,
of work.
but he still does stuff like he'll still take small roles, whereas people like Scarlett Johansson and like my criteria for MCU actors is did they play themselves in What If? Like did they do the voice for themselves in What If? And if they didn't, then they're in that like higher tier.
That's funny. What about shoot, what's his name? The guy that plays Star-Lord.
Chris Pratt
Do you
as
put him-
Mario. We haven't talked about that.
Yeah.
They
he's gonna
cast
be
the Mario movie.
They want Danny DeVito to be cast. That's who
Those are
everyone was
dumb.
expecting.
Fan casts are stupid, I think.
I don't know. That is a weird one.
Chris Pratt as Mario.
Well, yeah, I mean,
A Mario movie is a weird one to me. Like that's weirder than casting Chris Pratt as Mario.
dude, the superhero movies have been doing so well though. It's so weird. Like Sonic made so much more
Or the
money
video
than
game
they thought
movies,
it would.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Mario just has never felt like. To be fair, Sonic didn't ever feel like. I just don't know what you do because the Sonic one was kind of that weird like bring Sonic into the real world.
Yeah.
Right? Like that was the premise. Like what's the Mario premise going to be? Is he going to go try and rescue Princess? Like is it just a straight up Mario adventure movie? And like what's the cuz it's animated. It's not live action.
Yeah.
So like what's the animation going to be like? Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I don't like video
who's
game
playing-
movies.
Oh, you know who's playing Bowser? It's Jack Black.
Yeah, just a bunch of weird crazy ones. Like yeah, I don't know. The people were losing their minds over the Chris Pratt one though, which I thought was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Cuz I think the premise of a Mario movie to me is more weird than any of those individual castings.
Yeah. I think there's some cool video game movies they can make though. I mean, have you watched The Witcher? I'm sure you haven't.
No.
There's a Witcher a series on. I guess it's based off the book, but I mean, it draws heavily from the video game, and that was really good. The Resident Evil movies are all based on the video games.
Are those good though?
No,
I've heard they're bad. Yeah, I was gonna say.
They're good. I mean, they're good in like a really cheesy, awful movie kind of way.
Yeah,
like
they're
blind,
so bad
like
that
dumb entertainment.
you can appreciate
Like you can just sit on the
Yeah.
couch after a long day at work and just be like,
Just
zombie.
No, yeah, like not think about it. Yeah. I think video game movies will get better too. Just as there's more like.
I can't wait for a Fortnite movie. It's gonna be so.
Do you think they're gonna make one? Could you imagine?
No way.
Bunker Jonesy is the main character.
They have Peely as like the sidekick.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but that's pretty good. Other thing we can wrap on this. Disney, that lawsuit with Scarlett Johansson. Did you see they settled it out of court?
How much?
They not disclosed, but or at least not that I saw.
Disney paid Scarlett.
Yeah, which always was going to happen. Like it was never going to court
yeah,
because
yeah.
at the very least, like it was worth them paying her just to just for the precedent, like not to set the precedent that they're gonna take it to court. Like they couldn't risk, like the court system saying, yeah, like you can't do this,
Right.
which
right.
I don't know. That was my prediction from the beginning. Was just that it would get settled outside of court. They'd pay her. They probably paid her like $20 million or something like that, and go
Jeez.
away.
Wow, $20 million.
Yeah. Which is like nothing for Disney, right? Like $20 million they spend on, like they spent
They spend on toilet paper.
in the yeah, they probably spend more than that on toilet paper for all their stuff. But yeah, so that was an interesting bit of entertainment news. Is anything else pressing that
I don't
happened
think so.
or is coming out?
trying to
50th anniversary of, that's not really entertainment, but 50th anniversary of Disney World is going on.
That's cool.
Um,
Any big celebrations at Disney World for that?
yeah, there's a pretty big one yesterday.
Is that Disney World or Disneyland?
Disney World. Disneyland is
So what are they doing? Are they doing
just like new shows and stuff,
a
and
birthday cake
the
for
castle
Mickey
the
Mouse?
castle has a big 50 on it now and
Oh.
stuff like that. But
Okay, sounds like you've looked a lot into this.
apparently the like rides
Yeah.
at Disney World, yeah, it was like packed. Like I saw just like a video of it, a video of like the crowds,
Yeah.
and it was like packed. Apparently the rides were like super short lines, because it was all like insanely huge Disney fans that were there,
Yeah.
that have already been on all the rides. So they were just there for like the stuff specific for like the 50th anniversary. And so like all the rides just were like walk on,
Really?
which is just weird.
That's
It's kind of
cool.
a weird
Have you
funny
seen
thing.
like Disney got rid of their free fast pass system and you can pay for it now?
Yeah.
Would you pay to go on a ride like early, like $10 or $15 so you can skip the line?
Probably depends.
I think I probably would buy like 3 or 4.
Well,
sure.
so the way the new fast pass thing works though is like for most rides you just pay, it's like $10 a ticket a day.
Oh, that's it. And then
Yeah.
you get fast pass.
And you get
On
fast
every
pass
ride.
on every ride.
Oh, for sure I'd buy
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. If you're going to Disney World or
Yeah.
like Disneyland, an extra $10 a day
And you gotta figure like
Just-
it could probably leave you like riding 5 or 6
in a
extra
heartbeat.
rides.
Yeah. It save you a ton of time. I don't like, people were freaking out about it, and I was like, I don't hate it. And the fast pass thing is bad anyways. It's like, yeah, wasn't a good system in the first place. And for 10 extra bucks for like, especially if you're like going to Disney World, I guess from where we are, it's like a big trip.
Yeah.
Like it's not like,
It's not
so-
gonna be a big out of pocket cost.
yeah, people are so funny on some of that Disney stuff that they like freak out about. But yeah, okay, CTS episode 29.
CTSPC EP 49.